One last thing, interesting perspective from you, having come out with us twice in two different locations in the country. What can you tell somebody who's thinking about coming out to a workshop with us, kind of from your perspective of being out twice with us?
Don't hesitate to come out. I fully plan on coming back to another one in the future.
So let's talk astrophotography. 2 days ago, I didn't know diddly about the entire thing. Guess what I did? I decided to take a workshop. And I'm so glad I did, because I took a workshop in Moab with 319 Photography.
Okay, well, I've been interested in astrophotography for a long time, and I wanted to learn how to stack photos and composite photos, and I didn't think I could learn on my own. And as a person that is older and not the most physically fit, I was so happy because you guys have walked me arm in arm across rocks and uneven surfaces, and that was so helpful to me. I loved it. I loved your extra touches, as well as you had planned shoots and classroom time, and the whole thing was first class, I thought. I'm just so excited, and also you set the bar. Like, I don't know if anybody else will equal what I've just experienced, so I hesitate to sign up for another company.
So what was your favorite part about the workshop?
I guess it was equal parts getting to come out to a place I've always wanted to visit, and even if you visited before, it's cool to go out with people who know what they're doing rather than going out alone, especially if it's your first time. So yeah, it's like a guided tour, but then also you get all the photography skill sets and education that you need too. So.
Well, I've done multiple night workshops. It's become kind of, along with wildlife photography, one of my passions in photography of doing astrophotography. And I've learned a lot from the different workshops, but I felt I learned more with the first workshop that I did in Big Bend with 319. Certainly, you, Tony, and Skylar have a lot of artistry in your work and passion in your work, and you have a great ability to impart that to your students in a way that it's easy to learn. And since you do so much hands-on where you're actually working with students to learn how to do the development, it sticks better than just somebody running through 50 pictures telling you how to improve them and not really able to see what the differences are on the screen in front of you on your own computer as you're doing it.
I've done some workshops, and I've been out on the workshops, and some instructors just don't teach you. They're out there to take their own photos. That's not the case here. These guys take you from a basic understanding of what astrophotography is, all the way to putting the photos together, working on them, processing them, being out here in the wild. They take you hand by hand, and they walk you right through how you need to take photos to get great, epic astrophotography photos.
The pace was excellent. The objectives that you set out to introduce and reinforce while in a workshop you're not going to master anything, but you've given enough information, enough skills to allow us to, in our own time, master these skills. So it's well beyond just an introductory concept. It's the hands-on element that really kind of set this beyond any other workshop I've ever participated in.
So what was your favorite image you took so far?
Probably the one we did last night. It's hard to say because we spend so much time in the field and such little time in the classroom. You guys teach us just what we need in the classroom. So I'm going to be spending a lot more time outside the classroom using the editing skills you guys gave us. And I think I'm going to produce even better images than I did in the classroom once I sharpen those skills that you guys taught me and spend more time with it.
I have been putting aside photos that were inspiring me for months, and I'm coming home with those exact, not those exact photos, but photos on par with all the inspirational photos that I have on my list. So I would take another workshop tomorrow if I could from you guys. It was just fantastic.
I guess you could say I was worried that I was such an amateur coming out, and I knew the other students in the class would be more advanced than me too. And I was very pleased to see that you really can be a beginner in a class with as many students who have 20 or 30 years of experience. And the class is set up so that everyone can learn and have a good time and benefit from it no matter what level you're at.
Favorite part of the workshop, as much as I enjoyed capturing the images and learning the tools, honing some skills to composition, what I really liked was the very, very personal feel of the workshop. It wasn't a manipulated concept. It was very, very personal. This is what you're looking for. This is what this person's looking for. How can we best meet the needs of a varying group? It wasn't taught to the lowest common denominator or at such an advanced level. It didn't matter where you fell on the skill, ability, experience spectrum. You're able to provide everybody with something that they can learn.
My favorite part of the workshop was, I don't know. I loved learning stacking photos. I wanted to do that. I never knew that you could use the moon to light up your scene. That was amazing to me. I never realized that. And just the whole adventure of it, you know, being a married girl for 20 years, we don't go on separate vacations, and this was really fun to be out here experiencing something I love with other people that love the same thing, and you guys' enthusiasm and willing to go the extra mile. Lots of little touches that I never expected.
Tony and Skylar that run this place, they are a first-class operation, and I wanted to come and tell you guys that if you are thinking about astrophotography, you need to get online, you need to sign up for one of their workshops.
So I tell people night photography is something that is more fun done with other people. When you're out by yourself in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the night, you wonder what every sound that you hear is, whether it's the bear or the mountain lion or just an angry landowner that's after you. So it's much more fun to do it with a group of people that share your passion.
Biggest takeaway was I got to go to another one of your workshops.
It's a good takeaway. That's a good takeaway.
Look, I'm just telling you, I'm telling you, do it. Just do it.